Has anyone ever gone through deliverance and like actually experienced the demon manifesting to where you have zero control over your body? So I'm kind of a little bit freaked out about this, and I really don't want to tell my story, but God is like pushing me to tell it. I keep telling him, I keep saying like, but what if this happens? What if this happens? What if they have me committed? Like seriously, because it sounds like I'm going crazy. And like I wouldn't know what to believe if someone tried to tell me what I'm about to tell you guys. But I'm still pretty freaked out about it because I don't really have a lot of experience with this. And since feeling like God has been telling me to tell my story, I have seen so many videos. I'm talking like 5, 6 plus videos a day, and I'm not on social media much, about Jonah and the well. And then Sunday morning, our pastor, that was what his sermon was on, Jonah and the well. Yeah, so if God's telling me to do it, like I need to do it, because I don't want to get swallowed up by a whale, or God's version for me of the whale. I'm a little bit scared of that, so please be kind, guys, please, because this is really hard for me, and I haven't actually said it out loud. So about a week and a half ago, I was watching a YouTube video, and there was at the end of the video, they spent like the last 45 minutes doing a deliverance prayer. I did share that on my page last week. That was the night that this happened. So I start in the kitchen, like listening to the podcast, and then I can't hear it because there's too much going on. Most everybody's asleep, but the older kids. So I went back to the back and was just in the bathroom and just had the door open in the bedroom. Memphis was asleep there in the bed. Mind you, I did not expect this. And just please keep listening because I need advice. So I start doing the prayer. I sway. I mean, if you watch my videos, you know, like when I'm like really focused on something, I sway all the time. I rock. And so I'm just sitting there watching this, and I'm praying this prayer with her, and I'm rocking back and forth, and I'm like praying. So I am like deep in thought, it's me and God. And after about 10 or 15 minutes, I realize I can't move my arms, and I look down, and they're like this, and my thumbs are locked. My hands were like this, and it was like pulled tight, like this force against it. So I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. But didn't really think too much about it because, like I said, I don't have experience with this, so I don't know what's happening to me. And so I continue praying, and then my left leg is locked up. Like, I can't move it. And, again, that was like another 5 minutes later, so I don't know how long it was locked before I realized it, but I knew the whole time what was happening to me, what was going on around me. I just could not move my body. Like, I had zero control over my body. Anyway, this goes on, and I end up on the floor. Like, on the floor. And my whole body, like, on my back, and I'm stretched out, and my arms are like this, pressed down into the floor to my side. It felt like I was cemented to the floor. The back of my head, all the way down my back, my legs were straight, and then I just kept, like, I couldn't talk, so I just was saying the prayer in my head. And it just kept going because I was like, well, something must be happening, it must be working. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to keep doing this prayer. And as she's praying, she's rebuking all these things and like having you repeat them. And it's not just, you don't have to just rebuke the things that you've done. You have to, I'll get into that later. Anyway, it was generational curses. She even rebuked dizziness. And she's like, wait. She said, the Holy Spirit is telling me dizziness. And she's like, I've never rebuked that. Y'all know I've been having trouble with dizziness forever. That's not... Anyway, she was blown away by that. I'm trying not to make this video very long. We can get into the other aspects of it later. But as I'm like feeling cemented to the floor, cannot move. Like, I literally cannot move. my back, like the lower to middle part of my back, started to elevate as if I was going up in a back bend. But everything else was still flat on the floor. It was like cemented. I couldn't move. And it was so painful. Like, I could feel the pain and I couldn't do anything about it. I'm sorry, guys. But it just kept going up. And then it got to where it couldn't go any further. And then my neck started going back like this. And it, like, oh, I was trying to scream out for help. And I couldn't. And anyway, then all of a sudden, I just felt this, like, release. And, like, I could breathe. And I had tears that just started flowing. Like, I wasn't crying. It wasn't crying tears. It was just, like, water flooding from my eyes. And then a few seconds later, I was able to move. And, like, I was so freaked out. I ran and looked in the mirror. And, which I don't know why I didn't look in the bathroom mirror. It was literally, like, right there. Anyway, I didn't even think about that till just now. But I ran and looked in the mirror, and my eyes were so red. Like, where they're supposed to be white, they were red. I'm not talking bloodshot. I'm talking, like, red. And it was the scariest thing. I know that I received deliverance, because I have felt like a completely different person ever since. Like, I have not had any issues with, like, I'm a control freak. Like, I've always been a control freak. And I have high anxiety, things that would set me off. I'm just like, oh, okay. You know, like, it doesn't bother me. I feel like I'm happy. I laugh out loud. I can't even tell you when the last time I laughed out loud at something on TV was. And I don't know how to describe it, but it is a complete, like, I am a completely different person. Guys, I'm making this video because Memphis, where does it go? Memphis was asleep on the bed. Okay, same room. Where does it go? Is it gone? Like, we bound it and cast it out, yes. But do I need to be watching him? Do I need to do this deliverance with Memphis? Like, he hasn't shown any signs of anything being different. But I am so freaked out by this whole thing. And I don't know a single person I could talk to in person about this that isn't going to try to have me committed. And that is why I'm posting it here. Because I don't know what's going on. I have an idea. But I'm also here to tell you guys, like, God showed me a few days later, like, this image of exactly when this happened and the night that my life changed. And I remember, okay, I'm not getting into that because that's personal. We'll go into that later. But I did see a shooting star, and I wished on the shooting star as I'm in the middle of this major trauma that's happening to me. Back in, when I lived in Louisiana, it was 2015, February of 2015. But it was like a switch had flipped in me. And I knew it did. I just didn't know why or how to fix it. I knew I was no longer the same person. And it's felt like for years that I was just kind of going through the motions of life. I was here, but I'm not really here. But I'm telling you, do the deliverance. Don't just get delivered for what you've done. You need to do everything, because you have no idea what kind of deal that your ancestors could have made for generations to come. You can be paying for those generational curses. You need to do the deliverance. You need to rebuke them. You need to renounce them. Like, I've done so many deliverance prayers since I started this journey, and I've never experienced that. So it's also about, you have to prepare yourself. You have to, like, forgive anyone and everyone that's ever hurt you. And that was part of this deliverance, is I had to say their name out loud and actually say, I forgive this person, I forgive this person. It's a whole process. But please, 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 guys, whether you believe it or not, just try. Do it. I fully believe that there is a spirit, the spirit of offense is running rampant in our country right now. And so many people are affected by that, along with many other evil spirits that have just taken over. Okay, guys, I'll try to link the video below for anybody that wants to do it, but don't have me committed, please, I promise. Let me know what you guys think, where I need to go, and is there a pastor around here that does deliverance, because I'm not sure that it's done, because I can literally feel the evil. Not always with me, and maybe it's the other people that I feel it on. I don't know, but it's part of why I've completely isolated myself from the outside world, because I can feel the darkness. I was even sitting in church Sunday morning, and I felt it in there. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know anything other than that, but it's everywhere. It's all around us, and it's in so many people. This stuff is real, guys. Whether you're sitting in church or not, you need to do deliverance, because guess what? Do you think demons can go into heaven? Can we go to heaven with demons inside of us? Like, I would think not. I don't know. I'm still new to this journey, but anyway, I'm getting wound up, and this video is already 11 minutes long, so hopefully you guys stuck with me this time. I love you guys. I'm praying for you. Pray for me and my family, and let me know where I need to go from here if you have any experience with this stuff. Love you guys. Bye.